Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general energy reading for the sign of Aries for August 2021. This can resonate with your Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign. I'm currently shuffling with the Radiant Rider-Waite tarot deck today. If the reading resonates, then that's amazing, or even if parts of it do. If the reading doesn't resonate, then it's simply not your message, okay? So please do feel free to check out the other signs. I will be doing bonus readings for the top 3 signs for the most views, etc., or interaction with the channel, so I'll be doing that. I'll also do separate love readings for all of the zodiac signs as well, and bonus top 3 for those as well at a later date. Okay, so watch out for that. If you enjoy the reading, please like, share and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And let's get into the reading, shall we? Okay, so I'm cutting up the deck and then we'll put out the cards for you. So what's going on for Aries, please, for August 2021? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, please. What's going on for Aries to start us off? Oh, okay, I was going to say there was a bit of hesitation there. Oh, strength, wow. So we have Leo energy here. So either you could be dealing with a Leo, you have Leo in your chart. This is a general reading, so we'll see what's going on here for you. Okay, we have the 3 of Swords, interesting. We have the King of Swords. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the 7 of Wands, wow. We have the Hierophant. We have the King of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles, oh my goodness, 3 kings here already. We have the 4 of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Cups, we have the 4 of Cups, we have the 9 of Cups, we have Justice, interesting, and last but not least we have the Star, beautiful, look at this. Okay, so I hope that you can see the cards properly. I'll move that out of the way a little bit more for you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon energy. Okay, so this is what you don't see, and this is actually relatively fitting. So I'm really feeling that there's been a sense of sort of anxiety, or not the whole picture hasn't been shown as of yet. And this could be putting a slight burden on you, or frustration in relation to a relationship or a person in your life, or a work situation or a family home situation. Could be to do with love, with the King of Cups energy here, about particular hidden emotions. Potentially to do with a home family situation, trying to get something balanced, or to do with a reunion. Oh my goodness, King, Queen of Cups here. So potentially this could be in relation to love. That there's a lot of hidden emotions and feelings of love for potentially a soulmate, a high-level soulmate, or a counterpart here with the King of Cups, Queen of Cups together, and the Knight of Cups. So there's a lot of emotion here. We have Piscean energy here, which is to do with the water sign as well. Water, water. There's so many emotions going on here, and potentially there may have been conflict and some stern words in the past to do with a love connection. But I feel like either you or someone that you're dealing with are going to move forward and follow their particular emotions so that they can go forward. This is a general reading, so it's not necessarily pertaining to love, but there could be aspects that come up. So what I'm seeing here is we have the Strength energy, we have Leo, we have Taurus energy with the Hierophant, and we have Libran energy here with the Justice card, and the Aquarius energy here with the Star energy. And obviously on the table we have air, we have water, we have fire, and we have earth. So we have all the signs available on the table, on the spread for you guys, okay? So I'm really feeling that there's been some sort of confusion to do with a situation, and either you or someone that you're dealing with are feeling that they have to hold themselves back in a particular way to keep themselves safe, I'm getting. staying safe, staying in the comfort zone, making sure that they don't put themselves out there because they don't want to get their heart broken. I'm getting with this kind of Three of Swords energy. I feel like you, for the foundation of the reading with the Strength card, it's like you're getting the courage to be able to stand up for yourself and to be able to move on forward after particularly difficult, painful heartbreak. I'm getting that with the Star energy, like you're going to be healing a situation, maybe reconciling on a particular situation. I'm feeling there's going to be very clear-cut communication in relation to maybe a financial stability, a financial situation. There may have been confusion at one point. I mean, we have 3 kings here, like, so there's been either authority figures in the mix here. People could be dealing with a lawyer of sorts, could be dealing with somebody who's like a CEO or an entrepreneur, or someone who is, I'm getting like a banker or something, somebody who works in finance, or somebody may have relatively stable finances and potentially they could be confused emotionally about a particular situation. What I'm really feeling though for you, Aries, is that you're gaining much more clarity about a particular situation in your life. There has been a lot of confusion, but with this kind of King of Swords, this confusion actually like extended the heartbreak, the trauma that you may have felt to do with a particular situation, but you're growing through out of that. Like we have 2 sevens next to each other, so whatever it is that you have gone through has been exceptionally difficult, and you're having to kind of stand your ground in a sense and persevere in a particular situation. Maybe you've had set beliefs that you've had to kind of stand up for yourself in a particular way to gain control of your life, and you're overcoming particular hardships that you've gone through, even though there has been this sense of confusion or trying to figure out what this particular purpose or set beliefs that you may have about potentially a family home situation, maybe even a relationship, because on the underlying we saw, you know, the King of Cups, so that's 4 cups. 4 cups, oh my goodness, I was gonna say 4 cups. 4 of Cups is here, but didn't even look at that over here. I was gonna say 4 kings, and the 4 kings added together is the Emperor, which is the Aries energy, which is you. So I'm really getting the sense that there has been some sort of contemplating about your life in a particular manner in order to move forward, and not necessarily just in love, but in every aspect of your life, because we have seen, you know, the 4 kings, and we saw the Queen of Cups together. So there's something very emotional about this particular set of changes that you're making in your life, that you're wanting to be able to move on forward with, but you're trying to be as cautious as possible. You know, like in your head you may be feeling relatively rushed about particularly moving forward and wanting to make sure that, you know, if I do this in a particular way or come across in a particular way with either a conversation to do with a financial situation, a home situation, a work situation or career, it's like, well, I'm going to be direct about it because I want my stability. I want to make sure that I'm going to have the security about what it is that I need and stand up for what I believe that I deserve in relation to that type of situation. And you may be getting some sort of increase because you've had this, I'm getting kind of like awakening to the fact that you feel like I deserve more than this. I'm going to have more than this. I'm going to have a new beginning in a particular way. Potentially you could be setting out some sort of plans or trying to lay a foundation of sorts, maybe to do with a new business or a new career of sorts, to do with the King of Wands. You're seeing the bigger picture and having this realization that maybe you've had beliefs that kind of set you back previously, and maybe having this kind of recognition that in order to move on forward, to get to the stability that it is I want, and to have the bigger picture of what's going on in my life, I need to adjust certain thought processes in a way which have been very challenging for you to then get to your point where you can move on forward. Because I'm really getting here with the Five of Cups, like this is somebody who has a relative like poverty mindset, somebody who's feeling regretful, feeling like they've missed out on opportunities, that they've had losses in their life. Potentially it could have been to do with a financial loss, but I'm really getting the sense that as this is kind of opposite to the Hierophant, I'm really getting this sense of set beliefs that you may have had to do with maybe what expectations there are of you, and how do you move on forward with these particular beliefs that you have. Maybe even prior like commitments that you've made, maybe feeling like, okay, well, I'm at a loss. I mean, we have here beautifully, we have the Five of Cups and the Four of Cups. You add that together and that's 9, and then the Nine of Cups straight away next door to it. So there has been this contemplation of like, oh, anything that I receive, is it going to be, you know, is it going to be as great as I genuinely believe that it could be, or is it just, am I going to miss out again, and miss out with those Three of Cups there and the Three of Cups that have fallen over on the floor there. And it's like looking at these cups, these ones are empty but they're standing, and these are empty and they're fallen over, and it's like, well, you know, potentially there could have been a period of time where, you know, it could be a third party situation I'm getting with the Three of Cups. There could have been a period of time where you felt like, oh, I'm, you know, celebrating my life and everything seems to be great, but it seems these cups are empty. So potentially there was set beliefs I'm getting that you may have, you know, stood up for or held on to for a really long time, that you thought that that was what your dream was to live a particular lifestyle or to have a particular way of being. And now you're having this recognition, this contemplation of going, well, is it actually adding up to this Nine of Cups, to this fulfillment that I want? And I'm really getting this deep sense of having time to take this moment of solitude to figure out emotionally what it is that you want for your stability in your emotional being, to allow you to have this emotional fulfillment in your life, and then eventually justice coming back in for you, gaining this particular clarity, which you'll be able to then heal from. You know, it could be pertaining to a love situation, or you're having to make some sort of set choice. Maybe you're having to choose about two situations, and therefore you're gaining clarity. I mean, the King of Swords here with the Justice, I mean, the King of Swords is usually someone who's like works in the legal profession, maybe a lawyer even, and you're getting justice for a particular situation, or maybe even karmic justice I'm getting. But what I feel like it's really important that I do is to actually pull some more cards to clarify this and see what's going on for you for August, okay? But I really feel like you are taking control again of your life, and justice is coming in for you, and you're going to receive this particular healing in a sense. And we've got double wish fulfillment here. You know, the Star is such a beautiful energy with the Nine of Cups. It's double wish fulfillment surrounded by justice. You know, either to do with, it's like win-win, as it were. Like, you're getting this kind of new start, I'm getting. So I'm going to clarify the Strength card for Aries. So what is Strength here? Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus for August. Why Strength here? There you go. Okay. We have the High Priestess, and it came out reversed. So there may have been a period of time where you may not necessarily followed your intuition, maybe repressed particular feelings, or there's been some sort of secret revealed about a particular person or situation that you're healing from. Yeah, I was saying this earlier, you're healing from a particular situation. Yeah, you're going to eventually be able to move on forward. Potentially you may have been in an unhappy home situation, and you're healing yourself so that you can take a sense of direction to move on forward towards a happy home situation. Yeah, I'm getting that. What else is here for Strength? So you could be dealing with a Cancer as well, or you have that in your chart. What else can you tell us for strength, please? What else is strength here? Yeah. You're getting the strength, like you may have been at a distance, or at a distance from someone. Potentially it could be with a Leo or an Aquarius, or a sign or a fire sign. Yeah, because obviously got the Leo energy here, fire sign here with the Three of Wands. Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. There's been a secret that's been revealed of sorts. That somebody wants to expand on potentially a connection, or somebody wants to travel to go and see someone. Maybe wanting to have particular growth, but there could be some sort of sense of unrequited love, or maybe fear of unrequited love, and things can't be balanced again. With the Temperance in reverse, could be dealing with a water sign, or Sagittarius, or a Pisces, or an Aries, Scorpio with the Tower energy. Things have been very unbalanced. Maybe feeling that someone's not necessarily going to reconcile, and a secret is going to be revealed, something shocking is going to come out. Potentially there's going to be some sort of clarity that things have been unbalanced, that somebody may have been overthinking on a particular situation. I'm going to take one more for strength, please. Wow, okay, so that's quite a few. Interesting. We have the Eight of Cups here, we have the King of Cups, we came out reversed, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Magician reversed. Bottom of the deck we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that somebody is getting the strength to eventually walk away from a situation. We've got 2 8s here, and then another 8 with the strength card, so you could be seeing those numbers. Somebody has been very confused, or somebody may have been very scattered in relation to their energy, and they're trying to work on themselves. Maybe there's been emotional manipulation in the past, or somebody not feeling relatively balanced in relation to their life or their emotions, so they're having to kind of walk away from a particular situation, or they're leaving something behind because there's been a secret's been revealed of some sorts, that somebody has been wanting to move on to something else or someone else, I'm getting, and heal maybe a situation or reconcile another situation. I'm really feeling that there wants to be work to be put into a particular situation, but there's been trickery in the mix. And maybe somebody, if it was to be pertaining to love, like they're not showing that they want to work on a connection or work on a situation, because this is the unseen, but they're keeping an eye with the Page of Swords. And then the Death card, the Scorpio energy here. Potentially there could be an ending of sorts, or there's been a separation, or somebody wants something to end because they're feeling really unhappy with the Sun in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. So somebody's feeling at a loss, maybe to do with a separation. Okay. But there's definitely been some sort of trickery or deceit at one point or another to do with someone's emotions. I mean, we have the Eight of Cups and then the Ace here, which is another 9. And we've got 9 here, 9 here, so 999. Potentially there could be karmic endings of sorts, that somebody's trying to get the courage to finish in order to move forward. They're working on their finances. But I'm getting the sense that maybe there's been some sort of resources that have been wasted, or somebody feels like they've been wasted, so they're having to work double down, I'm getting, or they're distracting themselves by working so hard on their finances because of a difficult situation, potentially to do with their emotions, so they're kind of getting like away from that. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, I think this is Libra energy as well, and Virgo for the Magician. What else can you tell us for the Hierophant, please? Why is the Hierophant here for Aries? I'm really getting the sense this is to do with set expectations or set beliefs that you may have gone through. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so we have the 10 of Wands in reverse and we have the Fool in reverse. So this is Aries energy, could be Aquarius as well. There's been some sort of set belief that you're trying to let go of a burden towards. You're not being able to feel like you can move on in the way that you want to. Potentially you may feel like you're letting go of the burdens of potentially of people taking advantage of you in a particular way. Yeah, it could be to do with a love connection or a relationship, or even just partnerships in general, where there's been disharmony here to do with the Lovers in reverse. Could be dealing with a Gemini, or they have them in their chart. There may have been a lot of one-sidedness to do with multiple connections that you could have potentially have been in. I mean, we've got the King of Swords, just Pentacles, so family, home, work. I'm getting beliefs to do with everything, and then obviously with the King of Cups here as well, we saw upright and now reverse. So I'm getting the sense that these particular beliefs, I'm really getting they've been self-limiting beliefs, and you know, they've been so kind of bound in your mind, like constructed. I'm getting they've been so like tightly put together that it's been very difficult for them to kind of be unraveled, that the beliefs could be something else. Like there may have been a period of time of months or weeks or months or even years, I'm getting, of set beliefs, and now it's getting like there's been a very tiresome road and of particular obligations or responsibilities, and it's trying to lighten the load. And this is so, you know, we haven't got the Fool upright, because usually this would be very positive, like the Fool was letting go of the burden, saying, right, you know, whatever, this is great, I can be able to move on. But this is somebody's not feeling still able to move on. They want to be able to, but it's like trying to make sure you don't look before you need to look before you leap. Okay, could be dealing with a water sign or a air sign here. Maybe there's potentially some sort of clarity to do with partnerships, that maybe you're getting the clarity that you're having to nurture yourself in a particular way. You may have dealt with very imbalanced people, very immature people, and you're gaining this clarity. It's like, I don't want to deal with these types of people anymore. I just don't kind of resonate with them anymore. So you're healing yourself. You're getting this particular clarity that there has been one-sided relationships or arguments or potentially bad choices. I'm getting feeling that there could potentially be trust issues in a particular situation. But you're maybe getting recognition that you've had to stand up your ground. You've been confused about, why am I working so hard to persevere in a situation where I know that I can take control of my life? I mean, these three kings here are showing that you can take control, and it's just all kind of linked to do with particular beliefs that you may have had. What else we got for the Hierophant? Yeah, Queen of Wands in reverse. You could be doing, see, this is it. This is the King and Queen of Wands, like they're pretty much next to each other. So you could be dealing with someone who you thought, if this to do with a relationship or a work partnership, or even a friend of sorts, you may have had beliefs that you thought that you two were meant to go together, or you would work well together, but they weren't necessarily on the same page. Potentially you're letting go of the burden or having this realization. You may have been taken advantage of by someone who you thought was meant to be like a partner to you. Could be to do with a home situation with the Six of Cups. Wow. What I'm getting is here with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles with the Five of Wands, like there's been a lot of conflict to do with these particular relationships or connections that you've been in, especially when it comes to work, family, home. There's been a lot of contemplation, a lot of nostalgia, and you could be dropping the burden to do with someone who you thought was like a soul contract to you. I'm getting, you know, this could be business as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be relationships. Such relationships can be any different types of connections. But there's been some sort of insecurity, or maybe dealing with people who were very selfish, and you may have been very giving, and you're letting go of the burden of that, and maybe people trying to take advantage of you, or have it being very indifferent. You're realizing, okay, well, I've been up in my head about this, about these particular connections, and now I'm having to heal myself, and I want brand new everything. I want to be able to restart with a new stable beginning, a new emotional kind of fulfillment in my life, potentially a new relationship, or even just new opportunities, new investments, maybe even a new job. I'm getting maybe something that's closer to home, or be able to feel like you can work from home. I'm getting, yeah, this may shock a lot of people that you'd be doing this, but I'm getting the sense that it will be a positive thing, because you're kind of letting go of set burdens and stress and obligations that you've been through in your life, and you're kind of finally, maybe you're finally saying no. Wow, I've just got that. You're finally saying no to being taken advantage by people, saying, look, enough is enough. Like, I'm standing up for myself. You've kept me in confusion for far too long, and now I'm getting the clarity that I can boss up my life. And this is so like painful for you to recognize, in that sense of needing to heal, but with having this clarity and making logical, practical steps to move on forward and being strategic, you're like, I can control my thoughts. I can control my business, or my finances, my career, my actions in my life, and where I want to put those particular intentions. And that in turn is going to allow you to feel much more financially stable and move yourself forward. But I'm getting the sense that emotions may be a bit all over the place right now, so there could be some sort of difficulty in leaving a particular situation, because we had the King of Cups upright and then reversed, and that, so underlying all of this, it could be related to love, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could very much be just of having this realization that you needing to heal yourself and have more compassion for yourself in a particular way. I'm gonna go into seeing what justice is. Why is justice here? I know the reading's gone on quite long, but when the messages come through, I just have to go with it. Why is justice here? Thank you. Yeah, you're getting justice for being left out in the cold to do with a situation. We've got double fives here. So there's going to be major changes in your life. You may not necessarily have felt that they were going to be a benefit to you, but by being left out in the cold in one particular way or another, or feeling at a loss, justice is eventually coming in for you, so you can start brand new again and work yourself back up. Yeah, there's been major shock. Potentially there's been a breakup of sorts to do with maybe a home, family situation, work situation. Everything's just feels like it's been, you know, really stressful and kind of all tumbled down, but you will receive justice for that. Yeah, look at this. You are gaining control of your life. You know, with the Devil in reverse, this is Capricorn energy, and then we've got Aries, Scorpio energy here with the Tower. You're freeing yourself from toxic situations, and wow, look at this. This is so beautiful. Like, we have you sitting here proud, like you've gone through very painful, difficult situations in your life. Like with the Ten of Swords in reverse, like you're having to recover, you're moving on from something that's been very difficult. You will get the justice you deserve. It could be to do with a family home situation that you put a lot of investment in. Could be to do with the ending of a karmic cycle. which you're moving away from. Maybe been put in a situation, there was a lot of unfair blame, but you're moving on to calmer waters. You're definitely gaining control of your life. There's been lies and deception and people not necessarily treating you properly, and you're having this realization that certain things needed to be dropped in order to move on forward, and you're getting help and assistance to be able to drop these particular things. You got 15 here with the devil, and then 16 here with the tower, so there's progression being moved on forward for you. And then obviously the star next door, so 15, 16, 17, it's all coming in for you to close out a particularly difficult situation. I'm going to take one more for justice. Yeah, you're going to have the brand new beginning. You're going to have the new opportunity. You're going to have the sense of being able to put in new investments, you know, be treated equally. You're going to be, you know, valued, I'm getting, or feel like you're going to be valued. There's the 8 of Wands here in reverse. It may not necessarily be happening right as of right now because, yeah, there's been an illusion to do with finances. There's been a lot of waiting around, but things will eventually speed up for you, but there's a period of time of healing that needs to occur right now so that you can move on forward to get to the financial stability that you want. But there are obstacles in the way with the 8 of Wands in reverse. You know, things are having to, things are slow. You feel like things are slowing down. They're not getting to the speed of where you want them to be. And that's okay. Like, sometimes you just need to have that extra time for yourself. Why is the star here? Why is the star? There's going to be like a rejuvenation of sorts, maybe even a healing, guidance. Yeah, there's going to be potentially healing to do with multiple connections in your life, family, friends, work colleagues, a period of time where there's maybe a separation or a breakup. There could be a healing of sorts. Yeah, so brand new healing and love can come in for you. You may feel relatively trapped that new love may not come in for you, but it can do very much. But there needs to be honest communication, open, honest communication about particular set fears I'm getting. But there has been an imbalance, but there will be a balance coming forward towards you. There's going to be a renewal, or you'll gain some sort of clarity to do with a situation that you didn't have clarity before. Yeah. So could be to do with a legal contract, or maybe trying to figure out, or somebody maybe trying to figure out where they stand to do with a separation or to do with a breakup so they can heal something. Yeah, to transform a connection or a situation. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. Yeah, because things may have been very unbalanced. There may have been chaos or miscommunication in a sense. Like, there's been some sort of overthinking I'm getting. Or things have just felt out of control. And so rather than things being fixed of yet, things have been kind of kept at a distance emotionally before it can be fixed. Wow. Okay, so there are a lot of messages in here, and I was not expecting the reading to go on this long. But what I'm going to do now is just pull a soul journey card for you for advice. So these are general readings. I will do specifically love readings separately at a later date. But I hope that if parts of the message resonates, then that's awesome. If it doesn't, it's simply not your message. But let's see what the Soul Journey Oracle cards want to say for advice or guidance about this particular situation or multiple situations in August. What's going on for Aries, please? Adversity. Look at this. I accept the challenge. That challenges are the best way to learn. You're getting this recognition that all the challenges, and it landed over here with the 2 sevens, it's to do with challenges. The adversity that you've gone through, you feel like it was just kind of to deter you, to distract you, to kind of get you off your path. You see how this like path here in the middle is like you have to go through the thick of it, I'm getting. You've gone through the thick of it here to then getting this clarity that you can move yourself up from the bottom to the top, and you're going through this major experience here where you're kind of gaining this greater understanding and kind of enlightenment. I'm getting that you are moving on the right track, you are on the right path, and that these kind of distractions, these external distractions that have been going on in your life are to try to deter you, and you may have been very confused about what options do I take, how do I move on forward, but you're eventually going to pick what it is that you need to pick. I've got guilt here at the bottom. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. See, this is it. We were saying about beliefs earlier. There may be beliefs that you were holding on to, self-limiting beliefs, or maybe feeling guilty about dropping certain situations because there have been other obligations. But you're realizing that your kind of self-preservation and having control of your life, because we have the one life, you know, this is our kind of temporary experience in this kind of physical body for this moment in time. And it's like, okay, well, I'm realizing that, you know, I can work on myself, I can discipline, I can accomplish what I set my mind to move yourself forward, to have the growth that it is that you're looking for. This is so beautiful. Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness, like having the recognition that these adversities that you've gone through, you know, not to feel guilty about letting go of certain things or certain behaviors or people or situations, because, you know, at the end of the day, you have to do what's right for you. And when you're doing the right things for you, you naturally do the right things for the people that you love and care about around you, because you're in a happier space. And when you're in a happier space, it naturally kind of, what's the word? It just naturally comes out and not filters, emanates, is that a word? I think it is, I'm not sure. It kind of just naturally shows through and goes to other people. So it's like it diffuses in a way, if that's the right way to put it. Yeah, because you've been worrying so much. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. And if you keep on worrying, you're being kept in confusion about these particular situations, and lots of overthinking, as we were getting that over here. You know, it's preventing you from being able to move forward, to eventually be of service, I'm getting, to a greater, higher purpose. So it's having that recognition of being able to drop certain things to allow newness in, regardless of how blunt or how difficult conversations may be. They're going to be inevitably important for you to be able to move on forward. Wow. Okay. Goodness. Okay, so wow, I was not expecting that to be such a long reading for you guys, so I really hope you managed to kind of hang on in there. But anyway, I hope that you did enjoy the reading. Please like, share and subscribe, leave us a comment, I greatly appreciate it, and we'll check you out in the next one. Yes, there'll be maybe a bonus reading or love at a later date. Okay, so thank you, take care, bye for now.